What's going on, guys? This is George again with the building video. So I'm just getting to work. There is a chandeliers in the basement. I mean, not the basement, the lobby. So just want to show you guys how the building looks like. We have that entrance right there, that entrance, and that's the main entrance right here. What I'm headed to is Pennsylvania Avenue entrance. So the lobby always looks good. During Christmas, we have a big tree that we actually put up there. So now I'm just heading towards the engineer's office downstairs. So my last building, the engineer office used to be in the penthouse. So we had the luxury of seeing everything from the top. But here we're in the basement. So yeah, I'm gonna just do a quick video, show you how I do startup in the building. Startup consists of taking electrical readings, checking the weather forecast, which I already checked this morning before I even got to work. And the reason for that is I ran the small chiller today. And the reason is Mondays, usually we have a very low load in the building. Sorry, that was the housekeeping lady that I just saw. So Mondays and Fridays, we have a low load in the building. We don't have that many tenants ever since COVID. So there's no need to run a big chiller unless we're in the middle of the summer where we necessarily have to run the big chiller. So today I'm gonna run the small one, South Point, which I've already started it. I started it around 5, and the reason for that is we don't run HVAC over the weekend. Well, actually, we do on Saturdays, but a lot of times we just don't because there's no one here. So this is the little locker room that I have, or that we have. So, because my shoes. We get new shoes every year. These two shoes I wore last year. This is the new shoes I'm wearing this time. The reason why I kept this one, this ones I'm using to do that, like all the dirty work, like doing the chiller punching and stuff like that. So here it is. I'm not that organized. Got a few tools here. I do have a tool bag in the shop, but this is my locker. Yeah, but I've already started the small chiller. Oh man, my radio is upstairs. I need to get my radio. Yeah, it's very important though. Let me do this, guys. Let me try to hurry up because my radio is upstairs. I left it there charging on Saturday because I came in on Saturday. So let me change up real quick and I'll catch up with you guys soon. All right, guys, I've already changed. Heading up to the central plant, which is upstairs on P1. Right now we're on P3. I can take the elevator, but I like taking the stairs. It kind of helps me out with, losing weight. I like to keep a certain weight structure, I guess. I'm not that much of a big person at all though, but I like to be somewhere in the range of what is it, 100, I even forgot how much are we right now. I like to be in the range of 145, right there, between 140 and 145. I know that's small, but that's where I like to be. As you guys can see, I still have the prep for chiller 1, which is a small chiller. We have yet to punch it. I think I'll be punching it this week because this week is supposed to be very warm. So we're gonna start running the big chiller on this side. I don't know if you guys remember the north side. The big chiller has an issue, so we can't run it right now. We have all the refrigerant out of it right now, so we can't run that. So yeah, we're gonna be running this big chiller on this side of the plant. So here's my radio. I left it here. So yeah, so like I said, guys, I went ahead and looked at the weather forecast early this morning. That's one thing you wanna pay attention to though. Make sure that you look what the weather is gonna be, and that's gonna determine which equipment you're gonna be running and how early you want those equipment to start. So because we're running the small chiller, I wanted to start it at 5 in the morning, and I think I was explaining earlier, we don't run HVAC on weekends. Yes, we're supposed to run it on the weekend, like on Saturday, but we don't, just to save energy. And we haven't got any complaints yet, because there's really no one here. So you guys can see I'm breathing hard, man. I'm out of shape. Ran up the stairs and now I can't breathe. Putting my password here. So it's funny, it's always hard to do things with one hand. Usually something like this I would have been on already. But let's let's see. There we go. So here we use what you call weather underground. So I'm gonna just refresh the screen because it's been like that since Saturday. And then I'm gonna type in Washington DC. Anyways, let's give it a chance to catch up. So anyways, I'm gonna go to graphics so I can see how my unit is doing, my chiller is doing. So this is a typical air handler unit, but that's not what we're looking at. I'm gonna go home and then go to central plant. I'll go south chiller. Okay, we're running the south chiller today. So like I said, I started this unit around 5 in the morning. On a typical day, we started at 6:30. But since we didn't run any HVAC, I wanted to catch up. The reason for that, if you think about it though, since we didn't run any HVAC, a lot of this water has been sitting, right? And the water is warm. You know, this past weekend, actually yesterday we got up to 70 degrees. So there's a lot of heat in the building though. So my main thing is to give the small chiller a chance to catch up. And I'm hoping there isn't a lot of people today. Usually Mondays there isn't, but running the small chiller today is a risk too though, because last time we had a scenario like this, we ran it and by 2 o'clock we lost the building. You know, the chiller could not keep up. It was way too hot for it. But less people today, and like temperatures right now is 48 degrees. So what I normally do, I like to click on hourly so I can see how my temperature is going to be going up. So like right now it's, you know, almost 7 a.m. so temperature is going to be at 46. So seems like we're gonna reach a high. Actually, we're gonna reach a high pretty early though. We're gonna reach a high at 2 p.m. So I didn't even see that. So that's kind of scary, and I've already run the small chiller. So based on that, what I'll do is I thought I changed the set point when I was at home, because you can. Some of you guys may be like, how come you started the chiller while you're at home? We have this app. We have an app where we can log in from home, and that's what I actually did though. So I thought I changed the set point to 42. It was at 45, which is not good. Oops, sorry. I don't know what I did there though. No idea what I did. That is funny though. So, cause see, when you're a little bit confused, it's funny though. So I didn't even see the set point is 42, right? I went to supply thinking that I left it at 45. No. So we're good. So actually what I'll do is I'll drop this set point again to 42. The main reason you want to do this right now is because you don't have anybody in the building, right? You may have a few people though, but you want to take this advantage to cool as much as you can when you have less people. It's better to freeze people just a little bit in the morning time, especially when you use a small chiller like this, rather than keep them comfortable and then lose the chiller later. So my main thing today, my target will be, I don't want this number. You see, like right now the set point is 41, right? I don't want the number start deviating towards 58, 59, 60. If it does that, I'm losing the building, right? That means I'm supplying chill water at 59, 60 degrees, which is not good, especially on a warm day like this. So I want my water temperature to be around 40s. So that's my main thing right now. This is the DP right now. So the set point is 12.0. For the north plant is 12.02 as well. And we're keeping up with the DP is 12.6, 12.6. As soon as you lose the DP, like let's say right now the south plant right now is 12, right? That's the set point for it. If I start losing the DP, start going to like 8, 7, whatever, that means I'm not even cooling the building anymore, though I've lost the building 100%. So my main goal today is to keep the supply low and keep the DP low. If I can keep it, keep the DP high at the number it is. Even if it gets to 10, that's fine. I just don't want to see numbers from, like 8 going down, because at that point I'm not cooling the building anymore. So yeah, so that's what I do right now. I'm gonna leave the set point at 41. I don't want to go any lower than that. If I go to 40, I'm not really doing much at that point. So I'll leave it at 41, and yeah, hope for the best. So another thing I also check is the condenser water system, see what it's doing. Shows you your plant. So this is the south plant, north plant. You can see the chillers here. Number 2 is a big chiller, 1 is a small chiller, which is the main chiller anyways. The same thing with this side, 2, 1. You want to see what your pumps are doing, your retail pumps too. You want to make sure that they're on. South retail pump is on. Supply is 74.1. So These two sets of towers, 4 and 3, are off right now, but it's automatic. They're on a VFE drive, uh, variable frequency drive. So right now, it's not demanding for the towers to be on. That's the reason why they're off. But as you can see on the other side, North Plain, we have towers 2 and 1 on right now. The VFD is at 99.6%, so it's almost at 100%. Supply temp is 55.3. That's good. This one, the rates always reads high for some reason. Not sure why. That's something that we've tried to figure it out. 87.4. That seems pretty high though, but we don't have an issue. It's working well. I think it might be a sensor issue, but that's not something that we have looked in yet. So let's go back to the central plan again. South. The reason I'm coming back here though, this also shows you how many air handler units are on right now. So the air handler units are the units on the floors, so we have them staggered. Some start at 6, some 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30, and I think the last few sets gets in at 8 o'clock. The reason why you want to do that, you don't want all your air handler units coming at the same time. If you do that, then you're gonna have an issue with your KWH, because you're gonna have a peak. You don't want to set the peak too high, because if you set the peak too high on your electricity bill, that's how much you're gonna be billed for based on the ratings. So I haven't looked at electrical bill lately, but I believe it's good for such a big building and old equipment, so I think we're doing well. Right now we have 17 air handler units. We have close to 100 air handler units. So on a day-to-day basis, sometimes we get up to 55, 60 air handler units. So right now we are very low, and that's probably the reason why I'm keeping up with the DP, even though it dropped by 1 right now, and the supply is that low. So that's the reason why I'm able to keep up right now. So the more air handler units will come in, I will start seeing the supply temp go up a little bit more, because now you have more boxes that are open that are trying to cool in the office. So anyways, I hope you guys got this. I know it's a long video, but there's more to this than this. That is just a very simple fact that I just showed you guys what to do. Next thing I'll be doing, I'll be taking electrical readings. That will be in the switch gear rooms. That one I won't be able to record because I need both hands, one to hold the clipboard, the other one to write. And I'm gonna be crisscrossing to around the garage. Maybe I'll show you guys the cooling towers when I get there, because I also need to make sure that the cooling towers are good, they're not overfilling, stuff like that. So this is my logbook here. This is where I'm gonna put my notes for today. So the last notes was on the 7th. We could put more to it, but every building does things different. I know my last building though, we had to fill the whole page on what you did every day though. So yeah. All right guys, I'll catch you guys in a bit. All right guys, we're finally out in the cooling tower yard. This is the checklist I was telling you about. That's the electrical readings that I normally take with the date, the signature and all. So I still got a few things to do, but one of those things is I always inspect the towers. Even though on the BMS, building management system, the computer you saw earlier shows me that everything is good, I like to just come up here and see for myself, make sure that the towers are not over flooding. Now I'm not gonna show you the base. There's a lot of algae. It's not supposed to be this way though. I don't do water treatment here though, but fortunately though guys, the new guys we get in these days, they're not like the way we used to be. Like for me, when I was an apprentice and I had to take care of the towers were clean. You wouldn't see any of this algae, so this is something I've brought up many times, but seems to go on deaf ears. That's a story for another day. But yeah, my main thing right now for me is at least make sure that towers are not overflowing. That's a trough that connects both cells, north and south. So yeah, it's pretty loud. So that's part of my inspection. Make sure that everything is good up here. All right. So I'm on top of the building. That thing you see up there is what used to be the Trump Hotel. It's on Pennsylvania side. So, guys, just figured I'd take this opportunity to show you guys how a typical floor looks like. These are some of our renovated floors. The reason I'm able to do this right now because it's still early in the morning. It's no one here. Because I know you guys want videos of me fixing things like inside the tenant space, but that's gonna be extremely hard just based on, you know, I can't do that when the tenants are there. So this is one of a big town hall meeting, or well, not town hall meeting, town hall conference room. This can be used by the tenants. Tables can be laid out anyway. Right now they laid out as a U. Sometimes it can be just facing the screen. So it comes in very handy, especially when you have meetings. So these are typical thermostats. Normally we try to leave there in the middle. That way the thermostat can actually work automatically. Sometimes if you leave it on cool, and let's say they're so cold, it's a lot harder to make it cool, so you have to override it on the computer. So normally we like to leave it that way. So yep, and remember when I came in this morning, I showed you guys the lobby. Right now this is the 4th floor, so I'll show you how the lights look like from the top floor, 4th floor. Where you see the dome there, that's the 7th floor. This building goes up to 14 floors, so it's not that tall. Again, this is DC, but that's how the whole place look like. Looks pretty good in my own opinion. It's not bad at all, not bad at all. Yeah, these lights, when you stand up there, they look like rain. So yep, like it's raining. So let me see this thermostat. Yeah, like this one they left it in cool, so I'd rather have it on middle. Yeah, and actually I'm also doing this because the fact that I that I ran the small chiller, I want to make sure that I don't lose the building though. So like this room today is not going to be used, so I want to make sure that I'm not rubbing anything. So put all this in the middle, and hopefully that will help us out. Yeah, that's perfect. Cool. Let me check this guy out. Yeah, that one was on the warm side, so let's put it right there in the middle. So yeah, I'll show you guys another place where tenants can have. It's pretty much a lounge. So this glass here moves. It can open up. So this whole place can be connected to that. So like I say, this place can be connected to that. The main purpose of this side is where you come and eat. So let's say you just had your meeting. Now you guys want to eat. So those books there are fake. They're just there for decorations. But yeah, here's the other place. You know, people can come up here, get subbed here. So yeah, I mean, it's one of our newer floors. This building was completed in 1988, so it wouldn't look this way. Oh yeah, one more thing I meant to say. This place I just showed you, this conference room, there used to be a floor, so they had to take down the floor so they can have higher ceiling. So let me just show you guys real quick, because some of you might not get it. Let me come back here. I mean, that was down before I got here, but this floor right here, I mean, this space up here only got up to that part right there, you know. So they had to cut down this to make a higher ceiling, you know. That way you can have a better conference hall. So yeah, man. So apparently the guys that did that, they say when they started taking out the bottom floor, the columns the ground up there on the 5th floor started to shift. So I don't know what they did to fix that up. I'm pretty sure they called a structural engineer for that though. But yeah, so far it's working. So it's not like the building's gonna collapse. Hope not. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Yeah, I've always wanted to show you guys the interior of the building, but it's, like I said, it's hard for me when we have tenants here though. It's not feasible. So we're gonna use our freight elevator because I still gotta take readings for the loading dock. The readings I need to take now is the loading dock readings. Where they at? Can't even see them. Oh, the loading dock readings. Where they at? Why am I missing it? Oh yeah, I see it. So I need to take these readings up here for the dry pipe system. So that's the space that's empty right there. That's for the loading dock, as you can see right there. Then after that, I'm done with my morning startup. Alright guys, I'm back now to the BMS station. Remember earlier how I told you that I might start losing the supply? So I think we're gonna get the rest of the air handling units kicking around 7:30. but as you can see, the set point is 41 and I'm supplying 47, right? The good thing is our DP is still good. I'll be scared if we lose the DP. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we make it out today with this chiller. And I'm hoping that this supply will actually go down later. Sometimes it may go up that way because, you know, remember before when I showed you, I think we only had like what, 12 air handler units. Right now we have 33 right there. When it says required for plan, if you have 5 air handler units, that's when the chiller will actually start up. But right now we have 33, and I think you will even out around 55 air handler units. So I'm hoping we don't lose too much. Again, I'm even okay as far as a supply order of 55, but anything above 55, like 56, 57, 58, close to 60, that's bad. So yeah, hopefully we're good. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is just a typical way of how I do our morning building startup. If I was to get into details, this video will be more than an hour because it actually takes me about an hour plus to do a proper startup, and that's what it normally took me. Right now it's 7:20 and I started around like 6:20, so yeah, just about an hour. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Drop a comment below and I'll do my best to answer it as best as I can. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful week ahead, and thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye.